On the roll call list, probably our youngest listener, Nyami and Yunam. Here's the tune and says, "That's my daddy." Dr. Titus Bayo, I see you there. Macosby Anthony, Eben Dunyamin Bachona, Odote ni Odote. Sefasi Yunanya, Bishop Samuel Mensah, thank you for tuning in. Clarissa says, I am present. Ramracha in Teshi, Joseph Ajima in Community 9. Eugenia Sintimedi, Richard Anani Simon, Jones Apinting, Nana Fenia Samoa Dabehine Apekusu. Nicolina Yembiala from Great Cove. Bodia, you are in La and you are present. Grace Winful, I see you. Misunu Amu, Auntie, I see you. Edem Ashigbe, I see you. Stop crucifying people's names, says my external producer. Audanswa, I see you. Malik is in Adenta. Professor Kazu Seriam. Alfred Nazer. Alex Robertson. Ose Ajatekpo of Abetime. Well, you know it. We start the way we start. Cecil Atikbo. From Lakeside Community 8. I see you. Susheng in Koforidia, Papa Moba is here. Mame Ajwa Asari also in Koforidia, I see you. Mike is in Westland. Thank you for tuning in. Dr. Cynthia Tego, there you are. Misonu Amu, Auntie, sorry, I crucified your name too, huh? Misonu Amu, that's Afrimamu's daughter. We have a powerful audience today. Folks, until the Lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know I'll say that again. Well, folks, I said until the Lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. Hasn't it been a while since we met up here? because of circumstances beyond our control. I am Nana Ansakwa, the fourth Chief of the Little Republic of Akwamu Edumasa. What a beautiful Monday to perform our last ritual for the year. As it's a bank holiday, I am sure we have been joined by new listeners. So we say Akwaba to you and say, look, every Monday, make it a point to join us the same time. Now, usually we have, like a watch night kind of service as we get to the end of the year. And so here we are to do just that. And our service is entitled God Forbid. Yes, very much so. God forbid. Folks, there were folks who thought, well, with all the election results and the EC saga going on, I was going to delve into it. But I thought, and the tension's high enough? Have we not been through enough? So to use my last show to come and stoke up fires and ginger up more sentiment, I thought, no. God forbid. I'm getting old, folks. Mine is to now cool down tempers. I'm getting old. I'm officially going to be a senior citizen soon, so mine is to cool down tempers. Folks, or maybe as we do best, we look at things which are usually overlooked, less discussed, ignored, or maybe sometimes even forgotten. The weightier matters. So I thought, why not, folks? God forbid is our title for our last service today. Folks, 2 years ago, I think our topic was we won't cross over. As you all know, come 31st December, by now you see all the billboards out. It's all be crossover, move over, jump over, swim over, whatever you do. All churches trying to get as many people as possible. But I said we won't cross over because we've been crossing over from time. And each year we seem to get worse morally as a people. So I said then that we were going to stay and fix our habits. I don't think it went down well with some of the churches, but hey, that was the opinion then. Then last year, was God of natural resources. That was our topic last year, God of natural resources. And I think it was a very good message. I mean, I could have even repeated it this year. That's how powerful I thought the message was. I said that the beginning, the very, very, very beginning, those who brought the message believed and thought us that God was capable of everything. Believed that God indeed will do everything for us. It was quite true, folks. It was quite true. Because most things back then were more in their natural resource state. However, those who taught the message somehow along the line, as civilization, industrialization, and the world was moving on, the dynamics were changing fast, realized that God will give and do anything for you so far as it's in its natural state. Somewhere along the line, folks, when machines were coming and the world was moving and now we are in an information age and so the speed is even more terrifying, they realize that yes, indeed, God will give you everything, anything you want so far as you want it in its natural state. But if you want to move anything from its natural state upwards, you have to use your brain. And we have been struggling with that till today as I am talking, folks. We are still struggling. Still don't believe that God will give you the biggest tree in the world, but not the smallest kitchen stool. Still can't buy the idea that the whole of Boise will sit on gold, but God won't give you the smallest earring. We still are struggling with that. And so we are praying and praying and praying for cars, praying for houses, praying for roads, praying for things that indeed we have to use our brain to build. That was the message last year, and I thought it was powerful. But God forbid is our topic. People, I know we struggle to face the truth. I also know that our culture of hypocrisy is really deepening, and the youth, the young ones who are supposed to be more widely read than us, are even drunk in hypocrisy. But for this few minutes, folks, let's open our eyes and let's open our minds and let's face it. Because as we go into 2021, may God forbid that as a country, that there's more energy, the more energy put in developing the brains of the youth, rather than the energy we are putting into gaining and retaining power. Folks, the energy and the time, the space, media, everywhere, it's the whole thing is who gains, who retains power. If we were to use that same effort and energy to challenge the youth and their brain and their thinking and just make them Ghanaians, we will have a beautiful future. May God forbid, folks, that as we go into 2021, our whole life, our whole time and energy will be about who gains and retains power, political power. As we go into 2021, folks, may God forbid us the culture of intimidation and of intolerance, where dissenting views are not welcome in any shape or form. Because the wise man once said that no single head is a repository of all wisdom. Oh my God. May God forbid, folks, that we live, as a people, we live through mistakes, do nothing about it, and relive through the same mistakes again. And come out surprised as though this is the first time. Every time the same mistake comes, folks, we come out and we are even more surprised. May God grant us the will to change. God forbid that we will sit and wait for the rains to come and flood us again. God forbid. Folks, God forbid that the priorities of the youth, folks, will not be cheap and instant fame. Anything at all for fame. Regardless of the name, whether they come from a family, this new culture, this new craze. But folks, it will be more of substance and value. In 2021, when they say someone is a slave queen, it means she's an engineer working for Gridco. That she's a doctor in Kolebu. That she's a teacher reaching out to humanity. That in 2021 will be an acceptable slave queen. All covered up and slaying. God forbid that we will be insulting, blackmailing, everything said in the closet brought out on social media, bringing people down and celebrating people's downfall. Folks, God forbid that will be our portion in 2021. Folks, God forbid that we shall be slaughtered on the roads like goats. Now, come in to think about it. Like goats? I don't have the statistics, but truth be told, I don't even think we kill 100 or 200 goats in a year on the road. Honestly. Think about it. I don't think that we kill that many goats on the road as we do human beings. Live through it year in, year out. 2,000 whom? The only thing that slowed us down this year was COVID. Right after COVID, bang, we are back on it. As if we were trying to catch up. After COVID, it was as if we needed to catch up because there had been a lockdown. People were not dying. So now that they opened it, it's like 5 dead. Car ran over baby. 2 dead. 3 dead. Jesus. May God forbid that it will be our portion again in 2021. Folks, in 2021, God forbid that the youth will still have this dangerous sense of entitlement. This dangerous sense of entitlement. I won't lift, I won't pick it up, I won't move, I won't come, but I want it. Oh, in 2021, may they believe that there is blessing in an honest day's work. This dangerous sense of entitlement. Folks, we cannot bequeath the youth with this culture, with this spirit. It is almost devilish. Where people think, I won't lift, I won't pick it up, but I want it. Folks, never again shall we leave the population to chance and go and sit somewhere and struggle just to develop. Because there are many people coming in than the resources will have. God forbid that we shall not think, we will think. In 2021, corruption will be too expensive. Corruption will be too expensive. Folks, in 2021, God forbid the level of impunity. The level of impunity. I mean, just blatant impunity. 4x4s, breaking traffic rules with siren, kicking everyone off the road, going up and down. And it doesn't matter how much you say it, you take a picture, put it on Facebook, they just don't care, folks. God forbid. God forbid. For predominantly we are a Christian nation. Predominantly we are a Christ-like. Well, we were supposed to be Christ-like. So God forbid that come 2021 we will live as though we don't even know what the values of Christ is, what he stood or stands for. Where there's so much hatred, evil, dishonesty, indiscipline. God forbid. And I pray that shame will come back. Oh yes, I pray that come January, as a people, we would now have shame. Yes, shame. That we will have shame. Because we can't live as the people where no one has any, generally people don't have shame anymore. On social media, say things, do things from the top to the bottom. No one has shame. Some big man does something wrong, another big man comes and defends it. It's like shame has been buried. In 2021, may shame be resurrected. Folks, may shame be resurrected in 2021 so that when people step out of their front door, they know that no, now that I am outside of my front door, I must go and come back with my name intact. May shame be resurrected in 2021. For if shame is continued to be buried and it dies, how are we going to live in the future where there's no shame and there's no guilt? Folks, may consequences be resurrected. Folks, may consequences be resurrected in 2021. We have to bring it back to life. Where we have shame and those who flout the laws will face some consequence. It cannot all be about retaining power and gaining power and retaining power. That cannot be the essence of our life. So as we finish the year, this is our last sermon as you've come to church and the last year. Reverend Ansakwa, this is what I wish for you. Things God forbid and things that we should bring back. Shame. Yes, shame. People, the fear of tarnishing one's name. Let us bring back the fear of tarnishing one's name. Let's bring it back. I pray also with the media that we look at the weightier matters. I pray the media that we look at the weightier matters. Matters that makes us African, matters that makes us Ghanaian. Those little things put everything in check. They don't seem to have value. You can't examine and test for it, but I'm telling you, if each and every one of us protect their name and has shame, you will be surprised at what a beautiful country you will eventually live in. But I know that maybe there are things that you also want, God forbid, we won't take through to 2021. 2020 has been a year and a half. COVID has come, still here with us, battling. I said from the beginning, and I'm still saying it, even though COVID is not good and bad, I'm telling you there are worse things that we are living with here. That if we put some of the COVID money there, maybe we will survive more. I said it and I'm still saying it, even though it's scary, but Meka. Even if you just take road deaths, kidney failures on the rise, cervical cancer on the rise, they are slaughtering us more than COVID. And so some of the millions, if we can channel some of the millions into these areas, folks, God forbid that we will die like rats and chickens. But you know the number, it's 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. Nana, may you live forever. Hey, forever. I'll live long and healthy. My point is, if we as Ghanaians don't stop the silly politics of vindictism, do you think we would get there? Where is the youth empowerment? Nana, I am scared for the future of our children's generation. God forbid, should this happen to our generations to come. Who's my first caller?
And good evening.
Good evening.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah, and all the time, the topic that you put across, I seem to have more questions than answers. You mentioned Obuasi gold mines and the situation around the neighborhood of Obuasi. Mm-hmm. I think you've gone low, or you've mentioned less, because when you go to Western region, precisely Tarkwa and its environs, gold all around. But look at Tarkwa, Western region, and their roads. If you go to Bibiani and also Bekwai and Jabiso Boa, where we have cocoa coming in abundance, the roads are not good. The youth over there are traveling to the capital for jobs. And the question is, we have the resources in our country, but we still borrow to develop our country. But a country like Libya was having only the oil, but they were making ends meet. So is that by leadership, or as we say Ghana, we are blessed? Is it blessing in disguise, or we are cursed? Nana?
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. 0302 216 541. You can send your WhatsApp to 055 111 055 111 Godwin is on the line.
Hello, good evening, Nana.
Good evening, Godwin.
Well, I would like to share my opinion on two issues.
Let me hear you.
The election system in Ghana is set to just win elections, but not to solve problems. Because from the last election, yes, it just come and win power and not to solve problems. And the important thing is the youth of today are also not looking at that. They are also looking at their personal interest. So whatever happens, once the party is in power, it's okay for them. And the slave queen issue too, I think the media should take a first step. And I'm entreating multimedia to take the step. All those unnecessary issues, they should just ignore them and look at the weightier issue as you said. And I think it will be good for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, too, for calling. Thank you so much. It's 0302216541. Mary's on the line. Hello, Mary.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Oops, Mary, I think your call dropped. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. 0302216541. Jackson.
Yes, Nana, good evening.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, my brother.
I thank God for your last truth. Nana, it look like we Ghanaians, we are not truthful to ourselves. See Sunday, see the way we go to church. We carry our children, the whole family will be in church. But when we come back, whatever we are doing, we will continue doing. May God have mercy on this nation. I hope 2021 things will change, but whenever I think about it, I don't think things will change. We will continue like this until Jesus comes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for calling, for listening. It's amazing. But Gideon is on the line. Hello, Gideon.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Gideon, and I'm calling from La Paz.
Good.
So my issue is, God forbid that this year or the next year, religious leaders overindulge in politics. Because they should be the people speaking the truth to our political leaders. That is, change their leadership style and do the right thing. But here comes the situation where they are prophets of doom, rather giving comments and unnecessary things in politics. So I pray that 2021 comes different. They should pray for the nation and advise our political leaders. Thank you, Nana. God bless you.
God bless you too for calling. It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, Mrs. Sinti Misa herself on the phone. Hello.
Hi, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to add that God forbid that will continue in 2021 with issues of rape being treated as if it's a normal, with issues of child defilement, with issues of spousal abuse, emotional, psychological, physical abuse. God forbid that parents will think that in the name of protecting family image and name, they will not go report cases of abuse or rape when it happens to their children. God forbid that our society continue to victimize women and shame them and call them names, all because they think they do not matter. God forbid that 2021 our politicians, seeing all the roles that the women played in the just gone by elections, will still think that there aren't enough women in the country or in their political party to give them political power. God forbid that we will continue in 2021 with affirmative action not passed. God forbid that we continue to take the women and children in this country for granted. Thank you.
And the good people said amen. That was Mrs. Sintim Misa. 0302216541. Bright is on the line. Bright.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Bryce. I'm calling from Japan.
Good. Let me hear you.
God forbid if 2021 will be like how 2020 is. Because we pass through fire and temptation. Things are not working well for this country. We don't know what will happen to our children and born children because it's not working. So we have to pray to God that He can help so that Ghana will be a place to live.
Thank you so much for calling. It's beautiful. 0302265541. God forbid. Folks, God forbid. There are certain things that, we must as a people find the energy, find the will to just stop it. Even if we can't stop all, at least, like I'm saying, if we can find shame and resurrect it, if we can find consequence and resurrect it, many of the things will even themselves out. Williams is on the line. Hello, Williams.
Oklana, evening.
Good evening.
Let me stay on the protocol of God forbid. God forbid that Joy FM will be used by MPP to seize power. Never again in this country. God forbid.
God forbid that you call me next year and say this. God forbid, William, that you call me next year and say this. But Merry Christmas to you, William. Nana, please, why are you running away from reality? It's good to be an optimist about the future. But have we shown any signs as a people that we want change? We haven't shown any positive signal. For God forbid our self-inflicted misery. You didn't add your name. Dr. Senana, you have edited my New Year's resolution. Thank you very much. Stephen is on the line. Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Nana. How are you?
I'm very good.
I was listening to your program.
Good.
I'm sorry to tell you that, unfortunately, God will not forbid. Ghana will be connected with exit in 2020. You see, Ghana, we need to please ask God to forgive. God brought us on earth to solve problems. And until we solve our problems, we will not go anywhere. You spoke about driving and how we are structuring ourselves like books. How is the police monitoring driving on the road? You're talking about bad accidents and sense of right. How are we actually dealing with that? We can't leave everything to without contributing everything to work. And so until we get things working, I'm sorry, God will not forbid.
My brother, that was Stephen. Papa Pansa is on the line. Hello, Papa Pansa.
Great King,
Merry Christmas, my brother.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Definitely.
Great King, today your submissions are on point too. But when you say God forbid Accra will not be flooded, that one there. 2021, I, Papa and Son, will come to Joy and come and look for you and present a gift for you. Because I know for sure 2021, Accra will be flooded. Why am I saying that? We have, you see, Ghana, it seems not to work. Well, we have leaders and even citizens who put things in gutters. They will dump rubbish from their houses into gutters. Politicians will come and sit on the same station. Who lie to us. We've given grants. We are constructing big gutters. You see, let me give you an example. In Teshin State, around Bismarck area, my MC lives just across the street. And you see people from the Zongo coming into the gutter, defecating into the gutter. When you call the police and they are being arrested, you see my former MP bailing them from the police station, and the MC will not do nothing about it. And it's still going on. And you are saying, God forbid, for this thing not to happen without public KVIPs, unless God. Nana, long live.
Long live too, my brother. Long live too for listening and calling. Fred is on the line. Hello, Fred.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Merry Christmas to you all.
Thank you, my brother. Same to you.
Thank you, God, for your life and everything that you're doing for us. God forbid for us continuing our corrupted nature and our lives from 2021. God forbid our bribery and the hypocrisy, that's especially the youth. I see some of the youth, especially the young ones, who doesn't know their bodies, seeing them with certain things around their ears. I see them, I say, what do you put into your body? Do you know when you are going to go? Please watch. I see them. God forbid, 2021, people, the youth are going to continue living such lifestyle. God forbid, people are going to stop cheating in their marital lifestyle. God forbid, in 2021 going, pastors and leaders in our nation continue to say the truth for the youth and upcoming also to emulate. Thank you, Nana.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for calling. Annie is on the line. Hello, Annie.
Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
And Merry Christmas.
Same to you, my brother.
A pastor once said that anytime he said that God forbid, your leg must be on something. The devil is not just coming. The devil is not just coming. He's well prepared. Why shall we say God forbid? Why our gutters are still choked? Why are we saying God forbid? When the politicians were doing campaign, they never think of COVID-19. And now they are locking down bars and pubs. But what is the place that people get money to eat, to feed their children? The youth of Ghana, we are thinking. Now we know what is going on. We are we are fighting for our sovereignty. We vote for you. We vote for you for something. So we need it back. God forbid, we are also prepared. And God is also prepared. And the devil is also prepared as well. Thank you. Good evening, Anna.
Thank you and good evening too. Thanks, Nene, for this program. We need ethics as a curriculum in Ghana. I pray that Ghana will be a better country, and that politicians will be more accountable to the citizenry, that they will contribute to the country's development and not corruption. And corruption will be minimized. Daniel Okanse from Sydney, Australia, a country that I am so scared of. Every time you see Australia on the TV, there's a crocodile, a snake, spider. Oh my God. But hey, enjoy Sydney. So 0302216541. God has been good. God has been good. I mean, the number of people who did not make it through. I mean, lives that were just snuffed out prematurely through the disease of COVID and the road deaths, cervical cancer. Lungs and kidneys are shutting down left, right, and center. Lungs and kidneys are just shutting down left, right, and center. Whatever it is that is causing it, I don't know. Hopefully, as we go into 2021, the education will come out so that we are all aware. So we don't just go prematurely. So that there will be love for nation and will stay and build. If we don't, we cannot just, for God forbid that we just leave things to chance. In 2021, there will be a plan. There will be a game plan. And we shall all be working towards that plan. In 2021, there will be a game plan. It can't be that we just go into January and come just January. Then we just go. As a nation, we just go. Everybody has their individual plan here. As a nation, there's no collective plan that we. 2021, there will be a plan. Amweni is on the line. Hello, Amweni.
Please, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Please, we all pray that the attitude of this country will change in the year 2021. The lackadaisical attitude of the politicians, it should be changed. They should do the right thing for this country. And when we are able to do this, I think Ghana will move forward. The target that we are setting for the year 2020, it will be successful for us. Thank you very much for a good program.
Thank you too for listening and even calling. I want to say a big thank you to Happy Feet. I was Happy Feet. That's a bimbrebium. For those of you who don't know Happy Feet, well, when I said Mrs. Sintimisa, that was my wife. Yes. Those of you who, that's her official name. Gifty auntie. Charlie, Mrs. Sintimisa, that's her official name. And you see her anywhere, call her Mrs. Sintimisa. She responds. Sometimes she doesn't even know it's only her friend. Can you? Wow, what's it? You say Mrs. Sintimisa, and she's looking back thinking, it's you. Well, folks, you see, so there's Awo's Happy Feet, where every Christmas she will reach out to you and to everybody. So look, just give me a pair of shoes, decent new shoe, and I'll go out to children who can't afford to buy a new shoe. And for Christmas, give a pair of shoe to a child. And the confidence and the step. But before I continue, Eric,
Nana,
talk to me.
good evening.
Good evening.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you too, Eric.
2021 will be the worst year in Ghana.
Yeah.
Because, God forbid, if, let's say I'm coming to give you an address in the 8 o'clock p.m. and I say good afternoon, what runs about that? Is it a true good evening or good afternoon?
I'm listening.
Nana, I I don't know.
God will come to our aid. God will come to our aid. Oh, Francis is on the line. Hello, Francis.
Yes, Dad, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for your good work. I've been listening to you, but today is my first time calling.
Oh, I'm glad.
Hello?
Yes, I'm glad. Let me hear you.
Yes. I am so saddened anytime I see our fathers and mothers who are in position to help this nation. As a young man, I have learned something from former President Rawlings. The first day I heard him on YouTube talk about indiscriminate littering, I stopped littering. Anytime I pick something or I drank from sachet water, sometimes I put it in my pocket as a young man. And that is what I learned. In fact, I want to tell Uncle Evans Mensah to go back and watch the interview that he did with Mr. Opon Kroma, 2021. I want him to hold our leaders very, very accountable. So if he's listening, please, I am 28. Sometimes when I see things going on as a young man, I'm not married, I don't have children, but I feel so like something in my heart, like, wow, Ghana, thank you very much.
And I thank you too for calling. I thank you for listening all this while. I thank everybody who's, made, you've been loyal, you've been true, and that's beautiful. So like I was telling you about Happy Feet. So every year, Sissing teams will come out and reach out and ask for, shoes for children from babies to probably 16. And this year was phenomenal. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who donated. And if you go on her Facebook wall, you would see the numbers of children that came. And everybody has a new shoe, and the next day you see them and they have a spring in their step, they have a smile on their face. And I think as a true human being, it's very fulfilling just to know, say, Charlie, I did something. Because you can't do all. You can't do all, but at least you did something. And, sometimes not everyone has that energy to be traveling and going and begging. And so if there's a vessel, you just, drop in it and then go to sleep and know, say, at least, you played your part. So this year, it used to be Edumasan. Then we moved from Edumasan to surrounding areas. But this year, she went to Dunkwa in the central region. They came for their shoes. And of course, the great Nana Frakoma in Akwamufie, our Paramount Queen Mother, also got her, bags and bags of shoes. She has a party on the 1st of January for children. So this year, I'm sure she's going to have a blast where she's going to give, apart from the gift and sweets and everything, every child will get a shoe as well. But it's not over. It's not over. According to Mrs. Sintimisa, it's not over. Now she wants to reach out to Tema because there are some, squatters, some, people squatting around, even though you see big houses. In between the big houses are really small non-houses, kiosks. Yes, and sometimes when we are sharing biscuits and things, I don't know whether they appear, but they just come in their hundreds. So she's still reaching out, Happy Feet, says that, look, just send a shoe, send some money, whatever. Call the number. If you have some shoes, they'll send a bike or car to come and pick you up. And then they'll give it to the children who are squatting around in the Tema areas. So the number is 054 361 8182. 054 361 8182. Honestly, if you go onto Awodansoa Facebook wall, Nana Dansoa Facebook wall, but here, Mrs. I've surely got the name wrong. You'll be amazed and you see the joy, and it's, I mean, for any genuine human being, it's very, very fulfilling. I just sit and watch and see them come and go with their shoes. And yesterday they were coming for a Kenke party, right? And everybody was supposed to put on. But they came first, and then nobody had their shoes on. And she said, no, Bianco Sisi, the Homoba party. It's Ohineyiri Gifty Auntie Oga. Ohineyiri Gifty Auntie Oga. So you see that on the Facebook, all right? So there was actually Bianco Shed in Pabuambra. So one kid came back with the shoes in the armpit. And one shed motor and one shed Tele Crano, another banner party. Yeah, so it's Ohineyiri Gifty Auntie on Facebook. If you go there, you see some of the pictures of the kids and all that went on. But above all, I say thank you so much for donating to the cause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To Ohineyiri so Yadasi, Ebimbrebium, as Oliver Twist was saying. From Abeku, my son and I, it's the end of the year. This was our last show, so we'll see you the other side of the year. We'll see you the other side of the year, God willing, God willing. To all of you who have made it a point, Malik, Richard, Eugenia Sintimed, Mamia Fua from West Hills Mall has disappeared from the planet. I can't mention you all, but you're all out there, and I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You have been true, you have been loyal. So folks, whatever it is that you can do, whatever it is that you dream you can do, believe you can do, just begin it. Because boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. I am Nana Nsakwao of the Little Republic of Akwamu, Edumasa. God willing, I will be right back.